50 to 100 times faster than it's able to rebuild. In Europe, 60 to 70% of soils are thought to be unhealthy. And in croplands in the UK, in less than 30 years from the end of the 1970s, we've lost more than 10% of the carbon the soil stored for us. And since then, well, we just don't know. Because in many countries, there's little data on soil. It's poorly protected and regulated. We grow on it, build in it, and from it, it filters and cleans our waters, reduces flooding, and regulates our atmosphere. It's one of the most biodiverse habitats on Earth, and a vital part of the nitrogen and carbon cycle on our planet. But the sad truth is, right now, soil hasn't enough champions fighting for it. We literally treat it like dirt. And yet, there is so much untapped potential, so much wonder, and so many secrets just waiting to be discovered in the ground beneath our feet.
Did you hear it back there? Okay. As I told you, soil extinction is real and is a fact that we may face if we don't do anything now. In the next 20 or 30 years, we will face a big problem. Some of you, because you are young, you are laughing, but when you have kids, it's a real crisis. UNCCD, they mattered this issue in 2012, and no one listened to them, but now they are doing the quick action because it needs something should happen now. We should do something now, okay? And by the way, what do you have? لا شعب A4 هنريكو بتشعب استجابة ويجي شعب أنا سر A4 ده يخط على المسلم باشا وجاب شو حاطين ده باشا ندخل على ده ممكن كورة Okay. So now let's see at those data that talking about soil. So for now, at 2016, they did data to show the soil that we left, but now it's less than this numbers. In the United States, they already lost 50% of its soil. So 50% of the soil is not good for farming and agriculture. In the Europe, 75% of the soil has been losing its organic content, and it is less than 2%. When we say less than 2%, we mean the organic content. Normally, it should be minimum 3 to 6%. So if a soil has organic content less than 2 or less than 3, it is unhealthy. Okay? You may say, so what about Europe and I don't care, or what about the data from India? I don't care, it's not attaching me, or it's not for me, those data. Unfortunately, we don't have those data. Maybe it's worse here, okay? But when you eating rice or something that is from India or coming from other country, of course, it's involving you. In Middle East and North African region, 73% of crop land has been degraded. As I told you, these data are from 2016. 2/3 of Africa is well on track to losing its arable land by 2030. So, till now, 52% of the agricultural land is lost. By 2050, 90% of Earth's soil could be degraded unless we act now. This is a statement by UNCCD. Since 2012, they are doing awareness about the soil extinction, but with no any outcome. So, soil extinction, how it's impacting us. As you know, from this picture, you may see there is poverty, there is hunger, there is food crisis, okay? So, for now, we have 800 million people already suffer hunger. So for after 20 or 30 years, it will be more. The number will be more. Why? Because now we have food supply, as we said, it's just 52% of the soil has been extinct. But for 2050, as we said, more land will be, or soil will be degraded or go to extinct. And number of population will increase, okay? It's not a good time to be a doctor at that time, because there is hunger. So, if I have this question for you, your grandma at 1920, for example, how many oranges she should take to get the same nutritional value of orange for now? So, Bablen Kona, Basali Hazal Beast, Yakin Chan Orange Quada, Sudeki, Bablen Nenke, Yak Orange Quado, vitamin A, PVC, Despotoa. Esta toilet 2022 چند اورنج خویگویی همه nutritional value دست کرده. Okay, بعد طبقه لا خطبه. You should eat 8 oranges according to Scientific American magazine. You should eat 8 oranges. So can you imagine anyone of you can eat 8 oranges? So why I'm saying that? Because when soil is not treated well, it will lose its nutritional values. So you have to eat 8 oranges to get the benefit of one orange at 90-20. Okay, nutritional value of the fruits, not only of the fruits, also the protein content in the vegetable, 60% has been dropped down. 87% drop in mineral nutrient in US vegetable, okay? As I told you, we don't have data here. Maybe it's more like worse here. So we heard about drought, flood, like climate change and everything. And maybe the soil, if we treat the soil well, or if we action now, we can do something about soil now. Okay, let's watch this short video.
Climate change and the damage we've done to the planet. Well, now there's a new way to look at climate change and how to deal with it. That might just turn that hopelessness into hope. Climate change, as we know, is all about too much carbon in our atmosphere. But carbon is not our enemy. It's the building block of life. Everything alive is made, even us. The problem and the solution are simply a matter of balance. Let's step back
the worm, the earthworm. But there are so many worms and microorganisms in the soil that help to ventilate and do their job to take the excess carbon from the atmosphere. So the climate change even can be reversed by having healthy soil. 87% of all life depends on soil, our food, the life of organism, animal, you know. So, soil is a supply nutrient for plants, as you know, and many medicine come from the soil, and microbes make soil alive. So we need them to have a healthy soil. But unfortunately, we have 27,000 species going extinct every year, just because of using an inappropriate way of farming. And other way of soil extinction is to have to face water security, the losing of water or the flood that you are seeing. Why? Because of the unhealthy soil. Because the sand cannot hold the water, but the healthy soil can hold more water. And that's why now we see, if it's raining for a short time, we see flood. Soil extinction is, of course, affecting directly the life of all farmers everywhere in the world. And you know, because without them we don't have any food to eat. So what's the solution? Now, maybe you are wondering what we should do. We should bring the land under vegetation and shade. Plant litter, يعني فضلاتي نباتي قلاو أمشتانك ميويش كك أكلت نسر أرزقوكم طبقي كي protection boost أكابو صيالك. أمانة لقل cheap dish لقل animal waste. We can use them to increase organic content. As I told you, normal organic content is 3% to 6%. So, soil extinction is a meta problem because we will face food crisis, nutritional crisis in the food, loss of biodiversity, facing climate change, and water security, and it will attach to life of the farmer. The UN did this, Conscious Planet and UN have this in between. Safe soil will support all the other climate change, but if we reverse the soil to healthy, we can reverse climate change and everything, and food prices back to normal. How to save soil? We should bring back at least organic content of the soil to 3 to 6%, okay? And this, as I told you, by putting animal waste and putting vegetation and shade to the land. So, the plan is, when we increase the health or organic content to the soil, we bring back life to our planet. How we can do that? We can do awareness about this problem, this crisis, as we do now. And we need a policy, international policy. What we mean by international policy is that all the government in all the world should decide that yes, there is issue and it is soil crisis, so they vote and they put some policy to have soil organic content not less than 3% at least. So is this policy really working? Yes. In mid of the 1970, the scientists noticed there's a hole in ozone layer. So what they did at 1985, they proved this hole, okay? And you know the ozone layer is like a filter from the radiation of bad radiation of the sun. And without this layer, we will face skin cancer and diseases. So they proved that there was a hole in the ozone layer. And by 1987, they did international policy to prohibit any use of the chemical that causing this hole in the atmosphere. So what they did, they prohibit those chemicals, and now the hole is getting smaller and smaller, and it is expected to be more like returning back to normal in 2025. So yes, if we do something, we can change the policy. And the Safe Soil journey started by this guy, who's a yogi, who started to share awareness, because as the other organization said, no one can listen and everyone thinks this is a joke. So he did this like motorcycle from UK to India by just driving his motorcycle and sharing awareness. During this time, he met so many like leaders, influential people. He talked about this topic. So in the Middle East, we have this video when he met some leaders and they supported his idea. Okay, later you can watch this. Sorry, the sound is not very well, I think. So there are so many people and organizations who support this movement, including Maluma, Will Smith, like living people. And there is a video, 6 minutes. I think you should watch it later because yes, get on here.
Agar mai kakak kita ada speaker aku, main di situ tu di so.
Sure.
Agar mai kakak, di situ tu ada speaker di komputer aku lah.
Mike, control.
Di situ tu ada speaker di komputer.
So now you may wonder, so climate change, can I fix it? If I cannot change anything, just it's me, I'm a student, medical student, why you are talking this to me? I can see your expression, some of you are laughing. Yes, I know. What? Expression what? Yeah, you can share it. So why we telling you this? Because now you can do something. Just talk about this crisis on your social media, anywhere you want. Because so many people like you, this morning when you wake up, you didn't expect to come and hear about soil extinction. You heard dinosaur extinction, but not soil extinction. So you can talk about this topic in your social media. There are many activities around the world that they are doing, and this soil movement has like more than 40 languages, from Italian to French to Arabic, all languages. They are supporting this movement. So you can post picture about it. They have a melody. Some people dance with this, or you can like write a poetry, artwork, or music, post a photography, anything. You can post it and using hashtag Save Soil. Why we are telling you this? Because the more people talk about this, the more it becomes serious, and they will make it an international policy. As we said, we need international policy for what? For making the policy for organic soil, organic content in the soil, so no one can do agricultural farming in unhealthy soil like now. You can create science projects and display and post them, and you can directly go to this website and share it to the Middle East Conscious Planet. So if you want to have a voice and to say yes to this soil movement, you can just register. And if you want to know how to register, it is just so easy. Okay, you go to the website. Later you can watch it on the movie, on the PowerPoint presentation. So you can go to the website, savesoil.org, and you can enter your email and your phone number. Sometimes they ask, or it's so easy, just your email or your name, phone number, and that's it. You just sign up, and the more people that are signing up, we make it international policy. And when it's international policy, no one or no any country can do agriculture farming or produce our food in a healthy soil. Okay, so all of you will succeed in this lecture. أما lecture كبير سنعكس أنتي عن دقيقة مش كذا مثال سؤال زوري شون بسيادتي وأنا خبير وتعلمه. It was something just to know it. بلام حسب ويك دكتور ريجين هدي حمو environment أمو ديولي إيوا. أقدر كدينو في أبي هم تعمل جستبتني كيف كانوا requirement كان يتروحوا دكتور على أقدر كاتوا. غيري أوابو امتحان من هو مش جاري هنوع يعني شتيمية والله ما قلت إيش يعني تم بس يعني تاعي هنوع شتي أصلا هنوع يقوم قام رولي ربو تقريبا إذا أنا والله ما يعني باشا إيش بس يعني